Welcome to John Michael's Rockbox. I'm your host, John Michael. I get to host this show it's a show about you. If you're a musician, if you're a solo artist, if you're a painter, if you write books, your dance club, well, I'd like to hear from you. Send me your information to jmrockbox@mcaet.org. All right, we'd like to hear from you, and somebody will get right back to you. Now, also, if you'd like to watch the show, simply go to mcaet.org/watch, and you'll see all the variations on how you can watch the Rockbox. And, well, this show really wouldn't last without you, so we do definitely need your donations, and visit mcaet.org/donate. We'd like to welcome you to the Rockbox, and with that being said, let's head on over and meet our guest, and welcome to the Rockbox. Welcome to John Michael's Rockbox. It's good to have you along today. And, well, you know, the show, like we call it, is the Rockbox. And the premise of this show is everything that rocks. And who determines that? Well, we have a crew here that we all sit around and we kind of chat about what would be kind of really cool. And we would like to hear your suggestions as well. And you can send them to us when you're looking up to watch the Rockbox or sending off this information to your friends. At mcaet.org, all right, or jmrockbox@mcaet.org as well. And so, yeah, send us what you think, and maybe you have some great ideas. We'd love to hear from you. So one of these is from one of our guys that works here, and we're going to go with his lead, which I think is a great idea. We discussed this concept, and he was explaining it to me. And Tommy Moon, you probably know him, he's a great musician, vocalist. So he said, you know, I have a great friend by the name of Dave Marple, and what he does is he paints, and he paints with music. And I thought, yeah, all right, let's look. And then he showed me stuff. And then so we had to invite you in. And this, everybody, Dave Marple. How's it going, man?
That's pretty good.
So this concept of yours of now painting, the music, do you always do with music when you do your painting?
Well, yeah, when I'm painting at home, I always have some kind of music going.
Some kind of music going.
Yeah.
So did the concept of actually doing with a band, just like, you know, I'm going to do it one day when you guys are playing?
Yeah, you know, actually, so I've been doing the California Roots Festival like the last 5 years.
Right.
That's originally where it kicked off big, but when I was a little kid, I grew up in this like Southern Baptist church, you know, and we would have these revivals. And this pastor would come, his name was Dick Coolidge. That's basically where I got the idea from, because he would come, he'd either do pastels or paint live. His daughter was actually Rita Coolidge, that's married to Chris Christopherson, yeah.
Oh, nice.
So like, he set a little fire in me when I was young.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I'm gonna do that one day. I didn't actually think I'd be doing it, you know, but
sure.
That's originally where I personally had the idea.
That's good. Yeah, you're gonna see some creation here on the Rockbox with the way Dave does all this stuff. How did you know? I mean, when you finally decided, yeah, okay, I want to paint. Is it just because you wanted it? Was it a passion?
Yeah, you know, it's kind of like just something in here.
Yeah.
I know, I just want to keep creating.
Right.
When I was a little kid, it was through my aunt. My aunt was an amazing artist, and she saw that I can kind of do it.
Sure.
And so she would push me along. But it wasn't until like maybe late 20s where I took it serious. Well, I thought I did. In the mid 30s or early 30s is when I got really crazy with it.
Really?
Yeah, with the festivals and California Roots Festival. Oh, you want to paint live? Sure. And then from there, it's just been.
How does the audience take you going up? Do they watch you go up there? Do you sit down your easel and you put your blank?
Usually it's already, usually it's set up kind of on the side of the stage or on the floor, but
right.
I just walk up, put the blank on, and start from scratch, just to kind of put on a little show, you know?
Yeah. So. And
I'll be off to the side, but I always turn around and we'll see people kind of looking at me, looking at the band, looking at me. It's a trip.
Yeah. Oh, so do they have cameras on you, put it on screens and stuff like that sometimes, so they can kind of like.
At the big festivals.
At the big festivals?
Yeah, but like when I was on the road, no cameras. But like people will gather around and that little side of the stage or on the floor just watch me. It's kind of fun.
So when you go up there, all right, so the question is, I guess, and people will want to know, who are becoming or are artistic, and I'm sure it's different for everybody. What do you see in your mind when you're setting up the blank that, okay, I think I'm going to want to put a scene of a mountain and trees and or whatever? Do you see that in your mind's eye, or do you just, how do you do that?
No, I tell myself that I'm going to do it, but I just go up there going, I'm just going to put on a little show too, and then I just go with the flow. So if I start with the sky, one stroke to one color, I just feed off it,
Right.
and go one to another. And whatever comes out with it at the end, that's what it is.
Wow.
You know, I don't ever plan it.
You don't ever, yeah. You just
No, when
go
I'm
there?
sitting at home and I'm doing something, I might plan it, but when I'm up in front of the crowd, I just go for it.
Yeah. So if somebody
That's
says,
the greatest reaction, because people go, what?
yeah,
He just did that right now, like all quick?
just like that.
Yeah, so it's fun.
Yeah. So if somebody says, like, Dave, I'd like you to paint me something, would you, like, go up there and,
Sometimes, I've done it a few times where someone's like, add a bird, can you paint it? Oh, actually, when I was on the road, we were in Santa Barbara, the West Coast side of the tour, the Fall with Friends tour. The bongo player, Travis from Fortunate Youth, asked, do you need to put a panda in there?
really?
So I had a little panda. He's like, add a panda smoking. So I had a little panda on the bottom left,
Yeah.
getting all irie.
Yeah, there you go.
But halftime, I'll be like, whatever.
Sure.
Because, I got a time frame to get it done, so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. You got to do with the band set.
Yeah. So sometimes I'll do one painting. Sometimes I would do two or even three.
Really?
It just depends on how I felt that day.
What's your average time spent on a painting? I mean, with the band set.
With the band, average is like, 45 minutes to 2 hours.
Right. So you
Yeah.
play a little bit, there's breaks in between.
Yeah,
Everybody
little quick breaks. And
comes
then,
back.
but, I think we were in South Carolina. I spent like 4 hours on the side of the stage.
Really?
Yeah, the last call for the bar was like 3:30.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. So I just kept painting. I think I did 3.5 paintings that night.
Wow.
Because, California, the bars, bands will end like at 1 or 2. The headliner didn't even,
Crazy.
Fortunate Youth didn't even go on to like 2.
Oh.
It was crazy. But
That is wild, man. I mean, so up there, here's the thing for people who are non-artistic like me. Well, I started to kind of delve in it. Our producer, Jim, is a pretty good painter himself. I've seen something he's done. How do you see the colors? How do you know what colors you want to mix? Do you got to know your primaries and all that stuff? Or do you
pretty
just,
much, you should know the color wheel, and then I don't know, you should just do whatever your eyes are seeing,
Right?
Like, sometimes I'll try to do like a photo-like painting. Sometimes I'll just get all colorful with it.
Yeah.
Whatever colors I think flow better and blend better together, I just.
Because sometimes, you could flow some colors together that makes a brown.
Yeah.
When you didn't want
need,
that,
yeah.
right?
You do need to know the color wheel and what colors to mix.
Yeah.
That's definitely. If not, then it's a little hard.
That's me. I would paint. I was like, oh man, this is great. This is great. Blah, blah, blah. It's brown now.
Hey, you may not like it, but someone else will come along. Like, I'm such a perfectionist, but I had to learn painting live, like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, there's about 10,000 people behind me sometimes that would be like, that is amazing.
Right.
I may think it's a mistake, but they're like, I love how you did that tree. I'm like, what? They only knew.
They only knew. And what we're going to do is we're going to watch Dave create. And it's going to be from a blank into a finished product that I think it's just going to floor a lot of people.
Yeah, it'll be trippy.
Because his style's a little bit different. He's got music behind him, which you got a little ear candy, a little eye candy, and if you're at home, you can take some candy. Something like that, right? And we're going to find out,
Yeah.
you got websites people can check out.
Yeah, marpleart.com.
And so you have stuff to purchase?
Yeah, so
online?
like hats, like these hats,
Oh, nice.
prints, paintings, T-shirts that say the bowl.
Right. The
Good
bull.
stuff, Selena stuff. Anything that I like to create stuff that shows Selena's love, really,
Right.
because we have such a bad
Yeah.
You know, and really, it's a beautiful place.
That's right. You know the producer David Drew?
Oh yeah,
It's the same.
Yeah.
He's the same. You guys got that same
mad love
give back.
for.
Yeah, mad love for your town.
Yeah,
And that's
I
a
do.
good thing. That's not a bad thing to have. So let's watch some creation. Let's watch you create. Shall we do that?
All right,
And we'll
yeah.
Come back and talk a little bit more.
Yeah.
Here's Dave Marple. Check this out.
Tenía la voz como Selena y el cuerpo de sirena. Cada día me mataba con su mirada. No fumaba hierba, pero no valía la pérdida que me dejaba sin nada que dar. Y si tenía ganas de aprovechar, pero ella se largó de nuestro lugar. No tenía razón de por qué juzgar. Mejor me ahogo debajo del mar. And I don't know why I got you on my mind. Puro sufrimiento y feeling these lines. I don't know why I got you on my mind. Puro sufrimiento you got me. It's why last I you today. And it became overwhelmed with dismay. Said my heart stopped beating and my lungs stopped breathing. Couldn't find the words to say to make you say that you won't. You anyway. You and your beautiful face. It goes like. Preferible tenerte en mis brazos en vez de enloquecerme con la hostia tú me has dado. Pues quien te busco si eres un caso perdido y en el pasado me han engañado, me usaron y en varias veces me dejaron. Pero nunca has sentido tanto dolor. No tienes culpa, no se va a equivocar la idea. Solo quiero cantarte lo que estoy sintiendo. Ahora enséñate a amar, 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 enséñame a olvidar. Enséñate a amar, enséñate a amar, enséñate a amar, enséñame a amar, enséñate a amar, enséñate a amar, enséñate a amar, enséñame a olvidar. Enséñate a amar, 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 enséñame a olvidar. This next one's called 2 a.m. Well, it's a little medley of a couple songs we like to do. It goes like this.
A touring artist. Now, how would you define yourself? Is it painter, artist, artiste? I mean, you know, is it chocolate or chocolate?
Well, there's a good group of us that have all been doing it together for like 5 years. We just consider a live artist.
Live artists?
Yeah, and it's pretty much like taken off in California now, but the East Coast when I went out there was pretty fun because they'd never seen it, you know?
Right.
Like you're painting with a band, but they would trip on it, you know?
It's kind of the concept of the DJ drummer.
Yeah.
You've seen that?
Yeah.
You gonna try that maybe?
I should.
Yeah, that'd
be fun.
Because that concept seems to be working out in a lot of places.
It does.
You know? And so now you're hitting everything, and then when you do that shirt thing, that's, well, you'll
Come
hear
up
about
with
it. You'll see it one day. You'll be like, look what I got besides. So, yeah, that's kind of a cool idea.
Yeah, it is.
So running around, how long do you
The
go
live
out?
art, how long?
Yeah, on your touring.
Well, the last one was about 2.5 months.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was pretty long. I don't know how I made it back with breakdowns and.
Oh, sure.
But it was like, it was amazing actually.
So it's an experience you really say, like, yeah, I'm glad I did that. I really wouldn't trade that in for the world.
Yeah, I wouldn't trade. I would never say I wish I didn't do it.
Right.
But I mean, next time it's gonna be on better like circumstances.
Sure, but I mean, you have to go out and just taste those
Yeah,
waters.
you just
to know
gotta
what you
go
do.
for it.
Yeah, because you can't really plan for something. Because
No.
you don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, or you don't know how much money you're really gonna need, or
Nah.
if I'm not gonna make money selling a painting or not.
Right.
Just
Well,
gotta
that's
take.
gotta be tough.
Yeah, it
that-
is.
Do the bro deal with the band. Come on, man, you guys ain't money. I just want a burger.
No, I was able to get by like that, but we had a toy hauler, so we'd fill a fridge, but
Right.
I mean, there was a couple rough moments.
It's gotta be.
I had to start a GoFundMe after like our trailer broke down in Jersey, so
Right.
I mean, that was a rough moment. I didn't think I was gonna make it back to California, but
That's when you push your website and have people go and buy stuff.
oh
and,
man, yeah.
Yeah, buy stuff from, and they go to your PayPal.
Yeah, you know what it is though? People like to get it like
Right
from
there.
me. They want to feel it, touch it, see it.
Sure.
It's kind of a trip.
So when you go out again, I guess you're just gonna have to
Find sponsors.
find sponsors and get a bunch of merch.
Yeah.
I mean, even bands are making their money from merch.
Yeah, that's
You
how.
know?
Yeah, the bands I was with, like they had sponsors.
Right.
They get taken care of. I mean, it's rough for them too, but
Sure.
especially for reggae, it's not like a major rock band.
You're limited cities and who's gonna take you in.
Yeah.
And what venue.
And some shows were big and good for them probably, and some shows weren't. But
Right.
because the East Coast with reggae, it's not like out here.
Not like out here.
No. So some shows would be huge popping, some shows would be like 50 people. Yeah.
But you got to play to them or do your thing.
Yeah, those
You know.
were like one of the funnest shows because you get to interact with everybody.
Sure.
That's fun.
Yeah. You see, there's like a little aspect for you. How you can, and a lot of people don't get. You got to treat whatever size audience you got out there.
Yeah. And the the bands that were playing, they killed it every night. Every night they brought it to the fans.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
So I had to keep up with them.
Yeah,
weird stuff.
seriously. So what would you recommend to somebody who's starting, looking like, I have no clue I want to paint, but I have no clue.
Oh, how to paint?
Yeah, or to get started, what do you recommend?
I just go buy a canvas, grab some paint, and do what your little heart feels.
Yeah.
Start painting, and then just build it off of there.
Sure.
You're not going to be that good at first, probably, but eventually you'll hit it.
Yeah.
I mean, probably in the next couple months I'll be doing classes at Deluxe Vape Lounge in Old Town.
Okay.
$40 a head, and I'll sit ladies down or whoever comes. I'll do a painting and I'll teach them to do the exact same thing. So I mean, someone can come to that and I can work with them.
That's a great idea.
I mean, I pretty much think I could teach anybody to paint.
Yeah.
But I mean, some people have it, some people don't, type of thing. Just
Sure.
like music,
It's kind of thing that, I don't want to do this anymore.
But it's therapy. It's like mentally fun.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, because you're making your brain work with, your eyes, everything,
Yeah.
man.
It may not be as good as someone else's, let's say, you think, but
It's yours.
yeah, mentally it's just as good,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you get a lot of satisfaction from it, just each one.
Yeah, it used to be my comfort zone. I I never wanted to draw or paint for anybody to see.
Right.
And then finally I decided, well, I'll paint in front of the crowd at festivals, you know.
That's good.
And then from there, I just kind of get off on it now.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
It's fun. And plus the reaction, I like to push art. So, you know, and these days in California with like art leading schools and music, it's kind of
Yeah.
like you got to get on it and push it. So
That's true. So again, since you mentioned teaching people, they can see that on your website, right?
yeah, I'll have flyers up pretty soon.
Yeah.
That announce the days, probably twice a month.
mapleart.com is where you want to go, and you can see all these different pictures that you've done in shirts and hats.
It's mostly
and
apparel. There's a
Apparel.
lot of paintings up.
There's a lot of paintings up.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's got a lot of great stuff on, you know, because we've checked out your website. Of course, we had to, and bring you on the show, at least have some sort of concept of what it is you were about.
Yeah.
And it's a great gig. I mean, it's cool. This is something I had not yet seen, and I'm glad I got to see this with a local guy.
Yeah, I'm pretty blessed to be able to do what I'm doing right now. It's kind of fun.
This is
Especially to be up there painting with bands.
Sure.
It's like, and where it originated for me and most of everybody I've been painting with is California Roots Fest at the Monterey Fairgrounds. That's even more epic. 'Cause, you know, you have like Harleys and stuff. So it's kind of like,
Hey, and then I think, it's that, and it's, I think really like for anybody, right place, right time.
Yep.
The right person sees something, or maybe the person that you really need to see it sees it, and goes like, "Wow, what's that?"
yeah.
Or, yeah, I like that. I get that man over here I want to talk to.
Yeah,
That
that's
kind of thing,
exactly
right?
how it is.
So, not that you drive your whole thing to do that, right? But that be because if you keep it up for yourself, things like that.
Yeah, I do now. Like I paint live personally to help the movement of live art and stuff.
Sure.
But for myself to get out there, you know.
This next song is called She Tried to Kill Me. It's a song off our album that came out last year. It's called Dread Eye Nights. It's self-titled debut. Make sure you check that out on our website, dreadeyenights.net, or iTunes, or wherever else you can find that. Ciao. Whoa, Mark, you need more inspiration for that painting? In a landscape style, David Marple in full effect,
Well, welcome back, and we got this band here that's, it's the concept, and by the way, these guys' name, Dread Eye Nights, which for one thing I think is a great name. Welcome. So let's introduce you guys quick before we jump into this, so everybody knows who you are.
So my name is Alejandro Gomez. I play guitar and I sing with the Dread Eye Nights.
My name's Israel Romero. I play drums with the Knights.
Yeah, but he does bass too.
Yeah, every now and then.
Yeah, that's kind of incredible.
When I have
to
to.
do all that kind of stuff. So, Dread Eye Nights, well, the thing is that you guys play with this painter, Dave Marple, which is a concept of course, I never heard of until it was brought up to me here.
Yeah.
And I don't know, do you guys know how long maybe this has been in existence?
I don't know. Well, like I was telling you before, the first time I ever went to a reggae festival, which was the Cali Roots Festival in Monterey, that was the first time I saw live painters on stage, which is just people painting on stage live with the band. And it's kind of, I think it's a miraculous thing because, it's, music is art and art is art. So it's two in one, and they're soaking in the vibes of the band and, putting it on canvas. And I think that's an awesome thing.
Very cool.
It is. It's great. So you guys getting involved in something, especially with Dave, is it just Dave that you guys tour with?
Doing live painting? No, we did this show here at the Rockbox with Dave Marple, and then we did another one in Monterey with an artist named Jimmy Obadia, who's gone on tour with Modest Yahoo. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Yeah.
With the Modest Yahoo and a few other people, and he's a performer. He's a painter, but he's a performer when he paints.
Great guy.
Sure. Yeah.
He puts on a show, throws the sticks and stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, so it's a phenomenon, Sleeping Nation.
Well, that was excellent. So how did Dave happen to see you performing somewhere and then said, hey, I like your style, will you guys come play with us?
I think the first time I met David was at the Ink of the Bay Festival in Monterey when he was painting live with all the bands, with us, with Cali Nation, with a few other bands, and yeah, like I said, that was one of the first times I saw live painting, and so I met him through there, and then just being around the scene and different reggae shows and things like that. That's
cool.
So and of course his T-shirt, the bowl, those are everywhere.
Yeah.
So.
Excellent. That's some kind of cool stuff. So,
Exciting.
Playing the drums, with this it's constant rhythm. So your guys' style, for one, it's really good. I like what you did. You kind of mixed the reggae and the Hispanic, and so you've got to learn and you've got to know these different styles because you can't just like and then all of a sudden
It's very, very tricky as a drummer because there's a ton of different beats, rhythms.
Right.
We do reggae and we go into cumbia, samba, tumbao, whatever, just a bunch of different stuff, and it is definitely challenging. When we're writing music, we're writing at practice. It takes a while because we go, okay, this part, we're gonna go straight into this other rhythm. So it takes a while to kind of get your mind going,
right,
and visualize or audiolize, if that's a word.
Audiolize, I like that one.
Audiolize.
Yeah,
That's a real word?
Yeah, now
it sounds like a word to me.
I'll make it.
It should be. Well, if not, it is now.
It is officially a word.
It's audiolize.
Audiolize.
So, do Dave or any of the other guys that you played with request songs? Like, I want this kind of style, or I want it upbeat, I want it slow, mid-tempo.
No, we haven't necessarily had that before, but like I said, whatever we play, I'm sure they soak it in and put it into their painting.
Yeah.
Like I said, with any painter that we've done, it's like I've talked to David before he goes and he does a show. And I'm like, what are you gonna paint? He goes, I don't know. I'm just whatever they play. I'm just gonna put it on canvas.
That's kind of like what he does here.
It's like his interpretation into the painting, whatever it is.
I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I like that. It's so cool. So you guys will then just play, or do you have a set?
We have a set which we work on at practice every Tuesday and Thursday. We practice Tuesday, Thursday mornings, super early, first thing we do in the morning, so it's nice and fresh. But we work on the set every time, and we try to keep it fresh. Nice. Every show.
That's really kind of cool. I like the fact that I just like this whole concept of a band playing with a painter. And you guys got more shows coming up?
We do. We're playing this weekend over here in Salinas and Monterey, and then we're going to be hitting San Jose later this month. We're going to be coming through with a band from LA called SM Familia. We'll be doing a few shows with them, San Jose, Monterey, different areas.
I think maybe let's take a listen to something that these guys can do, which is good, by the way. And then we'll come back and we'll talk some more.
All right.
Live and direct on the Rockbox, so see we go, see me the black roses in my garden. And I see black roses in my garden. Rhythm style, even the black roses in my garden. Black roses in my
able to do what I'm doing right now. It's kind of fun,
This is
especially to be up there painting with bands.
Sure.
It's like, and where it originated for me and most of everybody I've been painting with is California Roots Fest and at the Monterey Fairgrounds. That's even more epic. You know, you have like the Marleys and stuff. So it's kind of like.
Hey, and then I think, you know, it's that, and it's, I think really like for anybody, right place, right time.
Yep.
The right person sees something, or maybe the person that you really need to see it sees it, and goes like, wow, what's that?
Yeah.
Or, yeah, I like that. I get that man over here I want to talk to.
Yeah,
That
that's
kind of thing,
exactly
right?
how it is.
So, not that you drive your whole thing to do that, right? But because you know, if you keep it up for yourself, things like that.
Yeah, I do now. Like I paint live personally to help the movement of live art and stuff.
Sure.
But for myself to get out there, you know,
Yeah.
because the reaction off people is like, you know, it helps me in the long run.
Yeah.
Like my favorite spot, right? In reality, my favorite spot to paint at is Casa Serena's over here in Salinas.
Really?
Because people are like right on you. You know?
Sure.
I'll be up on the little corner of the stage and
Oh yeah. Where the band's
people
right there.
people love it.
That's awesome.
It's pretty rad.
You can go out there and eat some pizza and watch you paint.
Oh, the best pizza in the world, honestly.
It's awesome. That's great, man.
Yeah, the last time was on Thanksgiving Eve with the friends wasting
Right.
noise. People were like literally like right on my back.
Really. Watch it.
Yeah, and I'm like right here, leaning back.
That's cool.
So
That's
fun.
a great concept. That's a great concept. So again, you can find out a lot of things about Dave on his website, mapleart.com, and you know, buy merch, buy hats, buy shirts.
Buy
Check
shirts.
out the painting. Maybe if somebody says to you, man, Dave, can you paint me? Will you do it? You know,
Yeah.
of course, you know, not for free.
Live, maybe probably not, but yeah, I'll do one at my house. Just
Yeah,
lay back, and I got a couple commissions going right now.
that's it.
Another album cover for his band Animal Cruz from Santa Cruz.
Right.
Just finished one for this Afro Omega.
Hey,
He's from Salt Lake City, Utah, so it's fun. I love their ideas because sometimes my brain can't come up with those ideas.
sure, right.
You know?
I think maybe we'll have Dave paint a Rockbox painting.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Just let your mind just take off with that.
Yeah.
You know, give you the concept. Of course, you know, it's everything that rocks. So,
Yeah.
yeah. And that would be cool, man.
Yeah.
Something like that. And then we could like show that and, well, you know, have you back again and maybe watch you create something else. So as we're talking and finding out about Dave and painting, and you're actually watching how he paints and what he paints, and I like the concept, man. I like what you're doing up there.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, good for you.
It'd be cool to have a mic and explain what I'm doing, but you know.
You know what? Maybe the next time we have you back,
All right.
we'll just get you started, and we'll just like start the motor and just let him take off. And actually, yeah, do
Yeah.
a little old Dave, little duck, a paint-you-mentary. No.
That'd be fun.
Funny at the end.
Yeah, that's cool. I like it.
All right, so let's watch some more. You want to say let's see you do some more. Let's watch you create.
All right.
Feel like you stopped learning. If the wood in your fire ain't burning, you better spark another match, start turning your wheel. Hole in your soul, you better fill it. If your cup is overflowing, don't spill it. Better hold it while the whole world's spinning around. We got to love one another is the only thing real. telling you that, oh, you should know by now. I like it like this. So keep this real. Tell you that I'm happy inside all of the time, all of the time. Oh, please, don't you rock my boat, 'cause I don't want my boat to be rocking. Said, oh, please, don't you rock my boat, 'cause I don't want my boat to be rocking. No, no, no. Sunday morning, wake up, sun is smiling at you. He says, welcome to today, hope that you're through. This world is crazy and sometimes take it easy, take it slow. Since this moment you can't let it go, it's gonna stay with you for sure. Every day's a blessing, so let's just live a little more. Cherish all the time between every call to war. Oh, still they say, lost an open road, it goes one way, so glorious day. Sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think all the things I
Dave is doing that painting because we're not exactly sure what's going to come out of what he paints, you know, and maybe if you guys were, maybe a couple shows out there with him. Come
gotta
out,
paint
you know,
a star.
I would love if he painted the Millennium Falcon coming over like
that would be
over
awesome.
you
the
guys
bay or
playing.
something, yeah. Because he usually does a lot of really cool landscapes, like a lot of cool landscapes of like, you know, foresty areas and ocean and stuff like that. So it'd be really cool if he did something like that. Dave, if you're listening, this is what you're painting next Friday.
Yeah, I like the fact that he's painting. So I'm kind of thinking that maybe this painting he's doing is going to be, I don't know what it's going to be, to be honest with you, because
It could be anything.
you're looking at it and it's just like strokes, and he's listening to you and he's bouncing around and he's doing his little thing. And so I'm really kind of curious as what's running through his mind.
What I notice a lot is whenever, and I notice this with all live painters, whenever they come right on stage, right with a blank canvas, right away what they do is they bring all the energy they can to, you know, lay down the foundation. So I see that every time the band starts rocking, he's on it. you know.
Right.
And then once he starts getting more detailed and he's, you know, a little, calms down a little bit more. But I'm sure, you know, that's part of it. That's him, you know, it's his instrument, you know.
Sure,
It's a paintbrush, you know.
It's a paintbrush, yeah, but okay, I get it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like you guys, you kind of don't always just start off with like, wah! fire.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
You know, maybe unless you come out with that big E, you know.
Sometimes we always do something different. We've done intros where we come in real soft, you know, subtle, and like build it, and then other times we just come in blasting, you know, whatever, you know.
Recently, we just wrote an intro with just a drop B.
Really?
It's lower than E.
Oh,
Just a
yeah.
drop B.
Drop
super,
B.
super low.
Drop B, boy, that's like
Yeah.
B.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just super low. It gets people
So your
going.
string must be all like blah, blah, blah. Bass string?
Yeah, the bass. It's the 5th bass string.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it is. It's the drop B, and then I have a little mini synthesizer thing, like a battery-operated synthesizer that I plug into my my amp, and it just makes a bunch of weird noises. So we drop down that low B, and then I don't know what you do. You do some.
I do a separate rhythm. It's a. Oh man, you guys have to come out to a show.
Yeah, dude, we'll bring it Friday.
Dread Eye Nights.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
to come
So
out.
and you do a lot of local shows in the Monterey, Salinas.
We do.
Yeah, primarily Monterey, Salinas right now. Sometimes we go out to Santa Cruz,
San
San Jose.
We just got back from doing a festival in San Bernardino, actually.
Oh, nice.
A reggae festival with Josh Henricks and Through the Roots and so many awesome bands.
Big names.
And
Awesome
great
dudes.
people, and you know that's what we love about the reggae scene is there's so many just good-hearted people. You know,
Yeah,
everybody's just all about just linking up and staying in touch and you know helping everybody prosper together. You know.
Yeah, I like that. Is it mostly reggae that you guys do?
Primarily reggae. The core of our music is that reggae, but we try to mix in all types of different rhythms, Latin rhythms, and you know, punk rock, metal, you know, whatever thing. Because we all grew up listening to like different varieties of music, and we all you know have like main things that we listen to, and it comes out in the way that we play. You know, like,
I'm kind of liking that. Well, listen, Dread Eye Nights, these guys, a couple of them, and we're gonna actually listen to some more of the music and see what the heck's going on with Dave.
Like the strings on my guitar, the sky and the stars. Yeah, you're the one for me. Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, morning races out the joy. He took a midnight train going anywhere. Seen her in the smoky room, smell of wine and cheap.
Well, I'd like to say welcome back to the Rockbox, but this is a little continuation of Dave Marple creating a great picture, and man, that's insane. I love the create. I love what comes out of your brain into your hand, you know. And I don't know. How do you feel that? I mean, okay, I've got this color, and I want to. Is there swiping techniques? Like, I guess, for example.
Kinda, like depends on how thick the paint is, or softness to sometimes really hard.
Yeah.
It's just whatever there is, but like the average person can paint however they want, you know.
Sure.
It doesn't really matter. I just like try to like keep it like a medium, not too rough, not too soft.
Blend it all
Yeah.
together. What's the funnest one that you've ever created?
The funnest was
Yeah.
this crazy conspiracy painting. It's actually on the bottom of this hat right here, but
Oh yeah, you can't see it, but it was cool.
yeah, it's fun. I mean, some things about it, like I felt bad, but taking all my friends' stupid little conspiracies and throwing them on a painting
Oh,
was awesome because when I would take it to like the festivals and stuff, people would be walking by and all of a sudden go, "What the heck?"
what is
You know,
that?
and then want to come look, and they would just trip on it for minutes and go get someone else and come back.
Right.
Pretty fun.
So can they see this on your website?
Yeah,
They can see it, and it's what's it called? Or what's the title?
it's called the American Conspiracy Theory
And at your website again?
on marpleart.com.
Marple Art.
Yeah, the original was like 4 by 6 feet.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
Huge one.
huge.
That's crazy. Man, that's crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a lot of stroking.
Well, that one I sat at home and painted on for like 9 hours.
Really?
I would draw in after it dried and then touch it up with the paint. You know?
Touch it up.
Yeah.
So
But-
you kind of outline sometimes things, you know, like if you're making
Sometimes
a figure or whatever.
I'll like, if there's like a cartoon character, I'll outline them, but I don't know. Usually I just randomly go with the flow.
Right. That's
weird.
always good. So he,
I mean, on the road, my favorite painting was UFO sucking up cows.
that's funny. That's funny. He showed me a picture of that one. That was cool, which you can see on your website.
Yeah, it's
So-
a funny little story, but
Yeah, that's good. Maybe you could write it in text and they can read it. And
yeah, I should.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
MarpleArt.com, right?
Yeah.
And so what Dave does, in case you missed part of this, or maybe we didn't really quite get to that, is you tour with bands, and you tour and you paint
Yeah.
while the bands play. Who's the funnest band you've gone on tour
Actually, you know what? I done a couple little short ones, and then just this one big one recently with Fortunate Youth. Was their Fall with Friends tour. That was too fun. So I only did like, I think 21 shows out of 32, something like that. But because I skipped a couple to go like California Roots, North Carolina. But but mostly I'll be painting live at like the festivals.
with? Yeah.
And like, I can name off probably, there's a lot of bands I paint with. But Fortunate Youth, to me, they're the funnest because they're just the happiest, funnest,
Yeah.
good spirited dudes on the planet.
Sure, and so that helps
Yeah.
you with that. Yeah, I've got the energy.
And then
because, you
the
know,
music and the flow, it's just,
it works out really good.
yeah, it's just too fun.
So you know what, man, this creation that you're making here, which you're seeing, and we'll see more of, and we're looking forward to the end of what you come up with. But man, can we be back again and maybe do something?
I'll come anytime,
You know, because this is
any
great.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we'll give thanks. So who was your band for this show, by the way?
Oh, this was Dread Eye Nights. They're a
Red Eye
local
Nights?
Salinas band, and they're good kids.
Yeah,
They get down pretty
these
good.
guys are good. Red Eye Nights. That's the music that you hear in the background, and you can see actually we've been showing you these guys. But good, well done, great band, fantastic picture that you're gonna see. But the end result is gonna be, and we're all curious around here what this is gonna turn
Comes out
to
pretty
be.
good.
So welcome again. It's a big thank you to Dave. Thanks
Yeah,
for coming
thanks,
in,
man.
This is awesome.
Dude.
So we've been talking about a concept that I gave him. See if it works out. The next time it involves his shirt. But I can't tell you because it's going to be his idea.
Yeah.
I just gave him a little bubble. So again, thanks, man. Thanks for coming
Yeah,
by.
thanks.
So Dave Marple, MarpleArt.com. Check out his stuff and check out this painting that he's creating here on the Rockbox.